Hi there. So glad you've joined us for another informative weekend edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. In today's show, Western Roundup returns with Jamaica Moves. Plus, Healthwise looks at nutrition and cancer. Still to come, initiatives to promote mastery in math and youth in agriculture. Stick around for these and more interesting features packaged for your enlightenment.
If you are experiencing symptoms of the monkeypox virus, including fever, intense headache, swelling of the lymph nodes, back pain, muscle ache, lack of energy, and/or a rash on the skin, you must self-isolate immediately and call ahead to your health center or doctor before visiting. The virus may enter the body through broken skin, even if not visible, the respiratory tract, or mucous membranes, eyes, nose, or mouth, and has an incubation period of between 5 and 21 days. The spread of monkeypox may occur when a person comes into close contact with an infected animal, direct contact with monkeypox skin lesions or scabs of an infected person, contact with clothing or linen such as bedding or towels used by an infected person, and the coughing or sneezing of an individual with a monkeypox rash. Wear a mask. Frequently wash hands and practice physical distancing as part of the infection prevention and control efforts. For additional information on monkeypox, visit the Ministry of Health and Wellness website at moh.gov.jm or contact the local public health department.
By taking care of our health, we are not only securing a brighter future for ourselves, but also being present for our loved ones. And as we turn the pages of Jamaica Magazine this weekend, our Western Roundup team member shares highlights of the recently held Jamaica Moves Reload event at Turtle River Park in St. Ann. Take a look.
Let's get physically fit was the theme for the Jamaica Moves Reload event recently held at the Turtle River Park in Ocho St. Ann. We were there to capture the moment, and we bring you all the highlights in this episode of Western Roundup. Stick around. The resumption of face-to-face interactions under the Jamaica Moves initiative created a buzz among residents in St. Ann when the staff of the Ministry of Health and Wellness and its stakeholders converged on Turtle River Park in the parish on August 25 for the official relaunch of the program.
We are seeking to reignite the Jamaica Moves momentum, which lulled a little through the COVID-19 pandemic. But as we open up things, we are ready to get back into some face-to-face interactions, ready to remind the public that they need to be out doing their physical activity, giving out tips about healthy eating, and of course, ensuring that persons are doing their health checks, because we all need to know what our health status is.
The day's activities included back-to-school medicals, blood sugar and pressure tests, pap smears and mammograms. Activities patrons were all excited to benefit from.
I was saying to myself that I want to come here because this is fun for the kids and see what's going on with the activity and stuff. I came here and they show how to eat healthy, how to exercise and check your blood pressure and diabetes and see how your body works and stuff. And I appreciate it and I love it. And the kids, they come and to enjoy themselves.
There was also a nutrition village featuring demonstrations of healthy food preparation and sampling, and the general dissemination of information.
So far, I've participated in mostly eating, which that is not really healthy, but I try to do some of the drills that I see the firemen were doing, the push-up and all. It's been a while I haven't done that, so it's kind of taking a strain on my body. That tell me that I need to get back in shape.
Physical activities including an obstacle course event, Chinese skip, hopscotch and hula hoop were also a part of the mix. These were complemented by 4 30-minute physical workout sessions, all a part of the Reload experience, which will be continuing in schools, workplaces, and communities going forward.
We're in the schools, we're in the communities, and we're in the workplaces as well, just trying to get persons up with the information about how to take care of themselves, how to eat healthy, how to be physically active, and just go into the doctor to get your checkups. So within the workplaces, we call it corporate wellness. We have a manual that we share with employers and employees so that they can get with the information so that they can create programs or plan challenges or activities within the workspace to help people, to be healthy. Within the schools, we have what we call 3 5-minute break. So what we do is we are trying to get the students a little bit more active. As it relates to the communities, we are assigned specific communities that we work in, and so we get a group of persons and we try to see what are some of the issues that they're having. So we just want persons to just be mindful of the fact that, it's how you live your life will determine how long you actually get to live your life.
The day's activities may have seemed like all fun and games, but it also made a significant impact on the youth.
Or especially young people, I would say it's best you guys get in shape because nowadays most young people are getting sick from illness that would normally affect people later on in their age. So it's best to check out what's going on from an early stage and catch it while it's young so you can actually do something about it before it's too late.
For more information on the Jamaica Moves program, contact your nearest health department.
That's all for the program today. As usual, thank you for joining us for Western Roundup, where we take you from the corners of St. Elizabeth to the hilly terrains of St. Anne. Remember to send your feedback to jismobe@jis.gov.jm. Until next time, ensure you remain physically fit.
The National Census is an opportunity to help develop your community and create a brighter future for your family. The information gathered from the census is used to make important decisions about where to put facilities like clinics, stores, and new roads. So be seen and be counted for your family's future. Census Day is September 12th. Look out for the National Census takers in your community and let them know you count.
As we turn the pages of Jamaica Magazine, we give you some timely information on how healthy foods and exercise may prevent or control cancer.
We must exercise. We must seek to eat the right portions of the food groups that these studies have shown are important to a healthy body. And healthcare in Jamaica, I think, needs to shift somewhat away from the challenges of curing ailments to the challenge of preventing.
And as Jamaica moves to balance its disease prevention interventions with the curative aspects of healthcare, Jamaicans must explore the role that the foods we eat can play. Nutrition does play a role, both as a risk factor and as a tool for managing diseases such as cancer.
Essentially, cancer occurs whenever one of the cells in the body decides that it's going to misbehave and not listen to any instructions at all. And so it just grows and grows and grows and doesn't listen to the regular body signals to say this is how you should behave. So it's really a misbehaving cell which proliferates and grows and it then becomes a misbehaving tissue.
And what you eat or not can make a difference in how your body's cells behave.
The fundamental control systems in your body are all chemicals. And therefore, the chemicals that you put in your body comes from food. So if there is any mismatch or which can occur, one can end up with having what we call a risk of cancer.
Doctors say that a typical diet for most Jamaicans, with its huge servings of starchy foods like rice, flour, yam and banana, with only small amounts of vegetables, does not provide the healthy benefits that can come through a diet. Instead, doctors suggest eating more fruits and vegetables rich in fiber and antioxidants, and fresh foods high in calcium and vitamin D. Fat-related chemicals are among those that tend to promote cancer, so diets that are high in fat create more of a predisposition to the disease. Alcohol can also have a negative impact.
We say you should not smoke. We also say that you should not consume alcohol if at all possible. The equivalent of an ounce a day is perhaps the limit that we'd allow.
Of course, there are other things not in our foods, found in our environment, which can cause you to get cancers, including toxins such as asbestos. But our focus here is on the role of what we consume, particularly processed foods, which doctors agree should only be eaten in minimal amounts. Some processed meats, for instance, have been linked to things like the propensity to develop colon cancer. To lower the risks, nutritionists recommend fresh meats that are broiled, baked, or steamed to get rid of the excess fat. Nutrition is seen not only as a means of prevention, but also part of the treatment for diseases such as cancer. Patients with cancer are often given specific nutrition interventions as part of their treatment regimen.
So apart from the specific surgical procedure you may have, or the radiological procedure that you may have, radiotherapy, or even the chemotherapy that you may have, nutrition also plays a role in you surviving your therapy.
In striving for a healthy lifestyle, which includes eating well, it's important to maintain physical and mental fitness. Fit individuals engaging in physical exercise at least 3 times per week are more likely not to have any of the chronic, non-communicable diseases such as cancer.
You should engage in at least 3 bouts of physical activity, at least 30 minutes for the day, moderate walking at minimum or the equivalent. You should have to be as stress-free as possible, and you should aim to achieve your ideal body weight. So those factors would generally lead you to what we consider to be a healthy lifestyle, which will tend to protect you not only from cancers, but also other cardiovascular diseases like diabetes and hypertension.
Disease prevention should be our priority. So let's all make our food our medicine and our medicine our food. It's everybody's business.
Lowering the sodium content in children's diets today can help prevent heart disease later in their life, especially for those who are overweight. Shake the salt habit, shop smart and cook smart. Use less or no salt when cooking. Try using fresh herbs and seasonings to add more flavor. Limit the consumption of salty snacks. Take the time to carefully read the nutrition labels on food products to identify those high in salt and choose the healthier options. Remember, no more than 2 grams of salt per day from all food sources for children under 11 years of age.
Of the DRF in violence prevention in our society is to mediate. We believe that mediation is really a very good thing in terms of resolving disputes at the court level, at the parish court level, and at the Supreme Court level. Now, let me tell you about some of the matters that may come at the parish court levels. You and I live in a tenement yard and a fight. We report the matter to the police, it goes to court. The judge may say, well, you know, you are just probably a teenager. Go to mediation and see if you can get a settlement. Because if you can agree, then you won't have a criminal record. We urge everyone, all our offices, come to our offices, no matter how simple the matter may be. Come to us, we have persons who are trained.
Mathematics plays an integral role in most aspects of our lives, and the Ministry of Education and Youth is ensuring that our children master this worthwhile subject area. Get more details in this next feature.
I love math and I use it in my everyday life. I am learning more math each day. I am a problem solver. I am born to do math. You are born to do math. We are born to do math.
We use it in our daily lives, yet the word that best describes how so many view this subject is daunting.
It is as if the brain shuts down when numbers are placed in front of you. Often this stems from an early experience of getting some things wrong and being intimidated ever since.
Everybody understands what was taught a while ago about interconnection?
For several years now, the Ministry of Education has been on a mission to change this mindset and demystify the subject through its annual observance of National Mathematics Week. This year, the week was celebrated from March 27 to April 1 under the theme Born to Do Math, Changing Your Mindset. In this exposition, students learn how to use math in music, social media, and garment making.
Our aim and hope is to change that attitude because, and I strongly believe, that all of us are born to do math.
The highlight of the week of events was a virtual mathematics exposition. Using practical everyday examples, games, and performance pieces, more than 2,000 students at the primary and secondary levels, along with parents, were encouraged to master math through constant practice.
Just as though the mantra is math counts for math, you have to count in music to make it. So, for example, let's talk about something simple. Imagine the notations that when you're reading notes in music, look at a pizza. Pizza in its entirety is what we refer to as a whole note. And if you're counting a whole note, that's 4 counts. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. How many pizzas that are just clapping? 1, 2, these are 3 pizzas. So if I put that in half, cut that in half, we have 2 halves. 2 on this side, 2 on this side. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
We use social media to create, share content, and participate in social networking. But did you know that math is also present in content development?
For me, simple mathematics come into play when it comes down to me creating my videos, starting from how I write my scripts, to shooting, to editing, and to then publishing. There is a guide that I use, and I got this from broadcasting, and it has to do with how we determine how many words can fit into a specific time frame. So for me, it's 3 words per second. So if I'm doing a 30-second video, I know that I cannot have more than 90 words. It's 3 times 30, and that gives you 90.
Heather Lane is a garment producing company. In our business, maths is like the base of everything. Our business starts by making a pattern. Now, making a pattern obviously is going to be dependent on measurements. When we do a pattern, we do various sizes.
Mathematics is used in our everyday lives, and with constant practice, we all can do it.
Hey you! Yes you! Let's go on a public sector journey together. Check your rear view and let's hit the gas. We all rely on public sector workers, from hospitals and care workers to schools, where our children get the education to fulfill their dreams, and in emergency situations when we're most in need. In turn, public sector workers are paid by us. The current compensation structure in the public sector is complex, inconsistent, and inequitable. That's about to change. Welcome to the new compensation system. The new system is simple and easily understood. It's consistent, enabling equitable application and transparency across the public sector. It will reward high performance, and it's sustainable. The government of Jamaica is committed to investing in its people and building a better public sector for
We're still on the matter of youth development. This time, we're looking at involving our future leaders in the state's food security endeavors. See how next.
Every year, the Jamaica 4-H Clubs puts on exhibitions, one per parish, celebrating the achievements of its young farming clubites. This year's expos were virtual and held under the theme Youth in Agriculture, Strengthening Food Security Through Technology and Innovation.
We were able to not only demonstrate our theme through competition, but in terms of the displays from our partner agencies and also from the different presentations that were held, we were able to allow our supporters to take away the importance of everyone playing their role in food production in Jamaica. What is important is also to get our young people to appreciate and to value the production of food using different approaches, to play a key role in the sector, because not only are we promoting primary agricultural production, we are big on going down the value chain, agro-processing. One of the things that we have been doing over the last 3-4 years, and we have really been using our Parish Achievement Day as a vehicle for it, is food diversification. We believe that one of the things we're going to have to do is to make better use of the food that is available to us. A lot of things that are here, we don't eat it. Spanish nigel is as good as callaloo. It grows in the wild. It also will take good advantage of the climate variation, better than callaloo will. One of the largest imports of vegetable in Jamaica is grapes. But we have sea grapes on the coastal area in such abundance, we don't eat it. And I wouldn't even want to go where meat is concerned, because we also use our Parish Achievement Day to show the versatility. We are positioned rabbit, because rabbit is a healthy protein source. You have ever thought about the grasshopper?
Yes, you heard right, the grasshopper. This herbivore is known for its nutrients and would be an ideal addition to anyone's diet.
The reality is that we're going to have to become a lot more diversified. And so in our trust in terms of food diversification, we are saying, and we are using our achievement, because if you're able to change the tastes of our children, you're able to change the tastes of your population. In 4-H, we have huge prizes. In fact, the 4-H ambassador, male and female, one of the prizes that they get is $1 million in cash, in addition to many other prizes. Have our competition in 3 key areas: in agro-processing, in agriculture, and in leadership. So of course, public speaking is an important part of what we do in 4-H, and it's a part of helping our youngsters and preparing them to become future leaders in the agricultural sector. The 4-H clubs is not just a school club, but we are big on community clubs as well as church clubs. And I just want to make the point that one of our big emphasis this year and going forward is to put a lot more resources in our community club. We are going to ensure that Jamaica becomes the choice place to live and to raise family and do business.
Next part I show them cut it. Talking about that, listen to this. Pen sends a message. Disaster do happens. Be prepared. The municipal corporation reminds us of hurricane, earthquake, flooding, you name it, and preparedness.
Mommy, we really have to take this thing seriously.
Mommy, where's the emergency shelters?
Samir.
Primary school, churches, community centers. Know your nearest emergency shelter. Protect your family during any natural disaster. Be prepared. Visit the ODPEM website at odpem.org.jm to find the shelter listing for your parish. Know your emergency shelters.
And this is where we end today's journey inside Jamaica Magazine. Be sure to join us again tomorrow for another show. Until then, there's more to watch by visiting our website, jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Until next time, do take care and walk good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.